Hi there, this is Yagoda and you're listening to How Did We Get Here podcast. This is part 2 of the episode and I hope you'll enjoy.
One of my friends, he not traveling at all. He said, what's the waste of time? What's the waste of energy? You need to organize. You sit in a plane. You go in a city. Okay. You watch another city culture. It's fine, but I don't need it. Like, why is for? Like,
Yeah.
I just prefer to say in my, like in my couch, watch something, buy a new computer or a phone or a car.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why people travel? And it's okay. I don't, disagree because different people, they could have a needs which they don't know. Some people will say they don't like things that they never tried. So I say, okay, then please try. And then,
make your opinion. Yeah.
But then some people travel and they don't like it and it's still fine. You don't find it's attractive for any like positive outcomes, that's still okay. That's you are different. You was born as a different person. You got your opinion. I will not change your mind. I accept you. Just tell me. I'm curious why you get such an opinion. Why travel or things don't make you happy? Because you get different mindset. And I say, okay, you could be right. Yeah, you could be right. I could be wrong. Whatever. Like we are just like exchanging our experience, and that is fascinating.
Yeah. Are they able to answer the question though? If you ask why, what do you see? Do they reflect on why?
Same, like they don't find they just don't like it. They go outside.
Okay.
Walking around in new cities don't bring them happiness. Same as for us, I would say, like same. You don't like salad.
No. And
then I say, okay, you get the right to don't like a salad. Yeah. It doesn't just taste good for you. Same with the traveling. Like it's not what they like.
Yes.
And I say, okay, that's cool. That's completely true. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
But you try the salad and then you can say you don't like it.
Yeah, because some people would look at the photo of the salad and like say, I don't like. But what you don't like is the concept of it. Until you try it, then you can say you don't like it. You know? I mean, it's I think that's the difference in how people perceive things is definitely a thing. But again, there is a difference between people genuinely not enjoying activities related to travel, like, or that are associated with travel. So if you really don't like, I don't know, exploring, you've tried, you don't like the feeling of it, like you really like familiarity a lot, that's the perspective, like that's the preference. But some people are scared of it, and what they don't like is the concept of them being alone somewhere. And with those people, if anyone is listening, I do encourage those people to try, because that fear can stop you from having some beautiful experiences in your life. You know,
some say as well, like another example is like you have a height fear.
Yeah,
you don't like climb.
Fear of heights. Yeah.
Yet then you go and step by step, just look down and see. Some people, I always encourage people to come on a climbing wall, and for 13 years, I think I bring like over 170 people.
Oh my God, yeah. That's a lot.
And really big percentage of them like have a fear of a height. And I encourage them, and they fight and they get happy, and I see like their faces, how they change. I say, okay, I want to go on the top. It's not possible. I say, okay, step by step. And I went on the top, and I was like, they are happy. I say, you can see. And I say, you need to expose yourself. You need to try. Then you can, as you say, you cannot miss this fantastic moment, which is, I say, you can fear of travel alone. And go try, and step by step, maybe you could miss fantastic moment of your life because of this fear, which you need to just cross.
Yes, and people also don't realize like that once you do something that you were slightly scared of, just like the climbing and the fear of heights or falling or whatever, because obviously you're secured if you're really high. You're not like they're not you like who go crazy. You start with being secure. You experience this huge dopamine and serotonin hit
after it's done.
So, and what this also does, so this is temporary, right? That chemical reaction, but what it does longer term, it does give you a little bit more confidence in life, which does help you in many different situations. So the more you try to do something that's slightly scary, the better the better human we will be, the stronger human you will become. I am very scared climber. Like few people climbed with me. They can tell, like I would go 1 meter off the ground and I'll be like, But the thing is, if there is a route I really like, and I like crimps, I would keep trying and I will go slightly further every time. So I am a chicken when it comes to climbing, but then with every slight movement, I go further and further. And if it's physically possible for my strength, and if I complete it, it's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
And it's the same in life. If you want to do something, like if you don't force yourself. But if you want to do something and you're just slightly scared, and literally there's no risk to you losing your life, just try.
Yeah, so same things like a muscle memory. Once there's some hard move in a climbing wall, you struggle for the 10, 15 times, you complete it, then there's a big chance that you complete it the next time. Same with the new skills.
Yes.
You know how to drive a bicycle for the first time, you will not lose it. Same as you know how to make a backflip. Then once you did it, you will have a muscle memory. Same with the brain. Once you force yourself for something a little bit difficult, which you hesitating, once you did it, it's going to be better for you and your memory will memorize it. And every next time you'll gain new skills and you become more resistible for new experience.
Yes. And I think this is pretty much the essence of being like human. Like, I mean, you can live your life comfortably and there's not a bad way to live your life. Like, let's not call it bad, good way, but it's just a different type of living that lacks a lot of beauty that you don't get a chance to see and experience. Like you experience good moments within your own, what you prefer, how you prefer to live, what you prefer to experience. But yeah, I think it's beneficial for people to at least try and see how far they could go, because we live in the world now where we've got planes that could take us to places, technology that could make things easier to, I don't know, learn, to help us. Yes, there is downsides to those things. Why not to take opportunity if you're in privileged enough position? Because yes, if you're completely immobile, if you have zero money, yes, it's harder. But if you have enough health, sometimes like even if you don't have money, coming up with a plan, that could help.
So you don't have money, you make a plan. So you find the money to fulfill this plan.
Mm-hmm. And you've tried, you've done this one thing. I think you should tell us about it, because that's this summarizes the whole concept. You tried to do traveling you tried, you failed, right? But you've tried to go to Asia from Poland with no money, nothing with you.
Yeah.
Can you tell about it?
So as I said, like people mostly say they don't have money and time and the excuses.
Yeah.
So what I did some crazy as well travel, like going into my Amazon jungle for staying overnight or any other things. But most extreme was like just to hitchhike from Poland to Asia with nothing with me except pants and a t-shirt and passport in my hand.
Yeah.
So no phone, no food, no wallet, no map, no tent.
No shoes.
No shoes. And it's like, I was just hitchhiking, pants and t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's all what I had. So it's mean like you don't have to have a lot just to make an attempt.
Yes.
The willings.
To make an attempt, at least. Because, yeah, even if you don't get
fail,
far, because what stopped, can you tell what stopped you? Let me have some water first.
So what stopped me? It was just like huge sunburn on my face because I don't have a hat. And a little bit time limits because I have a 5 days to reach the Asia, Turkey, which I said it's gonna be not able to complete it in a certain time that I just create because I took days off for it. And then I burned my face, and I try. I go to Polish border, and I have to come back, and then I met a friend who helped me, and finally I managed to go back. But at least I try, and I know.
Yeah, you tried.
I know it's possible. If I go from center like 400 kilometers farther, that means I can go the whole stage.
And you also, like, if anyone wants to, anyone who doesn't have money, like, they don't have to go as extreme as you did because they could have their phone. Yeah. People have phones those days, almost everywhere in the world. Wear a hat.
Yeah. Wear hats, shoes.
Yes, wear shoes because why wouldn't you? Is to help protect your feet. And, have some things with you, like clothing, like you can have backpack with things, I mean, it's not about doing it irresponsibly, but it's possible to travel on low budget. You just need to be, I guess, reasonable. Like, you have to make more judgments throughout the day about what is safe, what isn't safe. I think if you don't try, you don't know, right?
Yeah. Fine.
And also, even the attempt is an adventure. Like, it gives you memories, right? You now have something to tell people about.
It's great who you are. You tried, and then you check yourself in a new position.
Exactly.
And then you see it's for you or not for you or how you feel.
Yeah.
You gain some memories, and it's like just amazing place. Like all it's like big experimental field. It's your life.
Exactly. That's what life is about. Like, it's an experiment, and you don't have to risk it in any way, but you can do a lot without risking losing it. And honestly, that's one thing I learned about traveling as well. Because many people tell me, and I don't do anything extreme. I just left my life, and I don't have a home. I'm technically homeless when it comes to owning a place or having a base.
Some would say it's extreme.
I guess for some, yes, the matter of perspective. But many people tell me, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that. But when I look at this, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal for me because I don't risk my life. I don't do anything. Any problems, quote unquote, I face are solvable.
Yeah.
They might be inconvenient. That's it. That's all that can happen. And you have to figure out a solution. But it just adds to your memories and you learn a lesson. It's literally nothing that really causes you harm.
Yeah. Because you go to other countries, for sure. You'll not sit on a sidewalk and you will cry to death.
Yeah.
You will find a way just to get out of the situation with no house. You need to rent, find a job, and just harmonize your life.
Yes.
But it's not totally risky thing.
Yes, exactly.
Same what I did with another trip, which I didn't know if I told you, like the trip that I booked tickets to the city which I don't know.
Yes, you mentioned.
Yeah, and then I end up in a city called La Mesia, which I don't know where is it exactly. So as I landed, I asked the people, "Excuse me, which country I am right now?" And then again, it's not comfortable because you have no place to sleep, you have nothing. And then you have tickets way back after 5 days. And I would say out of 1,000 people will survive because you will not cry and you will die or starve. then you will find a way to survive these 5 days. It's not extreme, but no one would just like to be in this situation, probably, because it's not comfortable.
It's so comfortable.
But then again, you will, it's like end up number of the questions that you need to ask to find the help. Somehow people, like homeless people living on the street, and they live, they have a food, they don't have a house, but they still keep on living that way. So being like, let's say, for 5 days with no place to stay in other place, it's not risky at all. But people say, like, it's very dangerous what you did. I say, no, I wouldn't bet like no one would die in the same place.
People confuse dangerous with uncomfortable. I think they genuinely think that this could be dangerous when you don't know where you're going to sleep or what you're going to eat, or you have little money, but it's very low chance you're going to die in those circumstances. It's just inconvenient. It's uncomfortable because you have to do a lot more brainstorming. What do you need to do? How are you going to, supply, eat, whatever. But yes, it's manageable. And it also really expands your problem-solving skills.
Yes.
You become very smart.
It's just like flexible in your life.
Yes, exactly. Like the flexibility too.
Same, the comfort is where the comfort is like comfort is in your head.
Yes.
Some 5-star hotel with I don't know, not working TV is not comfortable. For other, sleeping in a tent.
Yes.
Or in a floor would be comfortable because you have roof over your head.
Exactly. And
so comfort always is burning in your house, in your head.
In your head, exactly. It's very, very much of a perspective thing. Like, I have a friend who also travels, but he really likes luxury. Like, everything he shows is quite luxurious. There's a lot of materialistic things in.
That's still okay, yeah.
And that's how he chooses to, how he feels most comfortable. I have another friend who travels, and she is not to that level, but she would never stay in a hostel. I also value certain level of privacy and comfort, but I stayed in hostels. It just, to me, I need few conditions. Everyone is very different, but I think it's good to push it a little bit, to see what truly makes you uncomfortable and comfortable.
Yeah. And then if it's not for you, then just go for other thing.
Exactly. Yeah, don't force it. Don't force it.
Same with the material stuff.
Yeah.
This is another big topic. But it comes to my mind one story of a guy that I met. Because for me, I don't buy any, let's say, I think I didn't buy any t-shirt for like 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
They completely almost no clothes.
Oh.
Except hobby clothes, like climbing shoes or, let's say, motorbike helmet or whatever. Normal, regular things. My mother forced me that I will go to shop because all the clothes or pants or is destroyed. I will buy you a new one.
That's what moms do.
Yeah, and it's okay. I can go. But normally I receive a present as a t-shirt on a Christmas, like twice per year.
Yeah.
And I still have in my closet like 60 t-shirts. So they will be one destroyed, then I will have received one. So it's like, I don't need it. For 9 years, I didn't buy none of them, as well like some other clothes, maybe 1 or 2 pair of shoes. But then again, some.
I mean, if you have a way to wash your clothes, honestly, people don't need as many things as they think they do. Like the same with the concept, like when you travel full time, your life ends up, like all your things end up fitting into 1 or 2 suitcases. And you realize how many things in life you don't need, actually.
Yeah. The people generally collecting things. That's fine if they want. That's okay. But I'm completely not collecting any material stuff in my house. And people come to my place, oh, you're a traveler. You must have a lot of souvenirs.
Souvenirs, yeah.
It's like, none at all. Like, totally no souvenirs. Almost zero dollars on souvenirs. And then as well, I don't bother if I stay in a old t-shirts or t-shirt which is a little bit destroyed because people hang around with you and your friends are with you, not because what you are, but who you are. And I'm happy with people that don't have a fancy clothes or expensive or luxury stuff. If they have, they still could be my friends.
Yeah.
But I have my free willings is not buying. If they will, that's okay, accepted. But then it was a very nice story I met one guy on a hitchhikers, let's say kind of meetup for 3 days in a camping site. They gather people from Poland, not only from Poland. And I took him back to my place, to my city, because it was on the way to his city.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a conversation, and he said, how you manage with the people that buy so much stuff? Because from time to time I met with a girl, I go on a date, and she said, you're really nice, but you're a little bit, I would say,
is there a Polish word for
it?
Neglected?
Yeah, neglected. And people, how they see, they think about you, and they say it's a really good girl, but she looked that I have a hole in my blouse or a t-shirt or and I feel like I developed myself so much that I really think I don't need the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel those people are not the same level as far as me, because I'm more developed, that I don't need these clothes as you. And I think they need a long way to understand the material thing is not important in your life. And if you meet with the people, how you deal with them, because I have no, power to motivate or to convince them that they don't need it. And he asked me I really appreciate who you are, because I get completely the same approach because he saw that at that point I have shorts full of holes.
Yes.
And everything was dirty. And I said okay, at some point I could agree with you, but I wouldn't say I feel more developed than them, or they are more developed than me or any other kind. They have their own perspective, because they could have different philosophy. And if I will just look from their side, I would say I am more developed staying in their shoes rather than us.
Yes.
And I was done, don't call me I'm more developed, because I already received the level that I need the material stuff. Because still, your clothes is representing you.
Yep.
And when you go on, let's say, wedding, you need to dress up yourself accordingly to the event, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's also to show respect. And also sometimes people judge you. So because we are judging by the look, it's how we develop from nature. You need to judge it really quickly. Because otherwise, if you see the Pantera, you have to develop your skills, but you need to run away. Or you see the hooligans with the stuff in their head, X, for example, you need to run away. So people are developed to judge themselves in a minute, in a second.
Yes.
So then I would say they could be as well developed better than us, because you could lose potentially a new job opportunity or new friendship, or being, let's say, judged wrongly because you have a beer or you're neglected. But then still, I wouldn't say I'm more developed. It's just I could have thousands of arguments that I would say opposite way.
Yes.
So isn't developed? Is like we are better or someone is better?
Yes.
I'm not buying a stuff. You can be my friend, having luxury stuff, and I would say we are all different. And
that's a good point, because on one hand, clothing that you wear is just piece of clothing, but I think especially in social situations or dating situations, many people, like you're saying, first there's an impression, and people make that impression based on patterns they've seen in their life. When they see a neglected person, oftentimes it's associated with someone, could be homeless person, maybe someone bothered them, women especially, they could sometimes be stopped by a neglected person trying to get something from them, and not just women, but like, if they could have been in dangerous situations. People have experiences that affect their judgment.
Create the paths.
Exactly. And those judgments don't have to be correct.
Yeah.
But there is some truth is that, what you choose to put on yourself, and it's the same with behavior, energy that you choose to have that day kind of reflects you a little bit.
Represents you.
So you shouldn't be too surprised that if you decide to be, let's say, if you're in a bad mood and it shows, if you choose to, put on dirty t-shirt, that stinks and is dirty, that people will have that impression. Doesn't mean that nobody will like you or appreciate you, but you will have to do more effort, show more effort to show people that there is more than they see on the surface.
There as well could be one lifetime chance
to
have this first impression.
Yeah.
And you could not ever become their friends or couple or whatever.
Yes.
So then you need to understand the word, and also not buying material stuff. It doesn't mean like you don't have to suit to the word, because we have certain rule, behavior, social rules.
Yes.
So you need to suit anyway.
Yes. I hate the idea. Like, for example, like, yes, I don't like dressing up, but yes, if there is an occasion, like my mind would be conflicted a little bit. How fancy, like, okay, it's a fancy event. How fancy, like, on one hand, it's an expectation, because that's what the event is, and you be showing a level of respect because you're going there, and, but on the other hand, it's not you. If I never wear fancy clothes, it doesn't represent me well. So I'm showing there as a person who is dressed up. So there is a conflict, and it's a valid conflict. That's why I avoid fancy events if I can. I wouldn't just sign up for something that requires an outfit like that, unless it was important for whatever other reason, and then I would try to add individual touch so I feel more comfortable in my own skin. That's life is about choices, I guess.
So for me, I also keep away from fancy things.
Yeah.
But when it's like an occasion to meet new group, because there are certain people with a certain behavior and features, and I will just go for it, because it's still like my curious point is just to meet up. I can just dress myself, and it doesn't bother me, and doesn't...
It wouldn't affect your personality, right? Like, you still would be yourself.
Yeah, even though I'm dirty clothes or fancy clothes, I'm still going to be myself.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just like experiment. So I like kind of things like this. Like, it doesn't bother me. It's even more interesting for me. Go to a new group with a new style, with a new fashion thoughts, history.
And another thing is that sometimes, like, you don't always have to, like, sometimes you can play with your image, like play with how you look. That's why, like, it doesn't have to erase your identity at all. It could be a game. Sometimes, like, I feel like
a social experiment,
or just how would I look in this? Like, for me, okay, I don't think I only had one time in my life I had full makeup on, and this is when I visited my at that time friend in Norway, and she wanted to go out and she put makeup on me. And this was like 15 years ago or so, maybe more, and I never had makeup done at all. And maybe one day I would again to see how I would look, because I have no idea. Like, I don't even remember that time. But it doesn't have to. It's not going to change who I am. It's about curiosity. How would I feel? How would I look?
But you could behave differently in a different setup.
That's true too. Yeah.
Because it's also same. You're going to the different environment. You go with your parents. You go with your friends. You go with a partner, with your close friend, with the friends from climbing wall. So you put up a little bit different masks anyway.
That's true too.
As I never swear with my parents. With my close colleague, I did, but I never next to my parents. So you kind of behave differently in a different environment. Same with the clothes. You can subconsciously
Yes.
set up a new mask of your own in a different clothes.
Yes.
But then it's like another experiment. And I remember one period of my life that I'd grow my beard, and it used to be like half year.
Okay. That would be pretty long.
Yeah, it was very long. It was totally neglected, like, because I don't cut it any place. So the mustache was totally like going, like having no gap between the mouth.
Yeah.
And everything was super neglected. And intentionally, I didn't go for a haircut for 9 months. And I wear the really dirty shoes, and I look like really like homeless people on the street.
Yeah.
And it was really funny because I have a lot of friends out there in the city. Because at that time when I ran a project, it was really difficult to walk around the city, even big city, like my city, which is like 0.7 million people, without came across any friends. And it was like homeless people walking on the city. And there's some friends which know me and say, "Oh, hi, Michael." Okay. And they were with the friends.
Yeah.
And I see the look of their friends, like, how do you know this homeless guy? Like, who he is? And it was like, hey, and like totally ambiguous with people start to talk with me.
Yeah.
And they say probably I'm collecting money for food or beer. And the simple question is like, what are you doing in your life? And to answer the question is like maybe complicated, but there's so many things that I'm involved, and I like to test so many things. And before I answer, like I get this gap like few seconds because I don't know where I start this answering this question. It's like I did this, and this, and to describe all the things which I love.
Yeah.
And then I see it in the eyes, like between this gap, it's like, okay, you don't have to tell nothing. If you're collecting bottles, that's still fine. I said, no, I take this gap because I need to think about it.
So those were strangers asking you, like this question?
Some friends of friends or some new people that
new people. So they didn't know you, and that's why they asked you.
Yeah.
And okay,
what are you doing in life?
And they didn't fully believe you. So you wouldn't say they believed you?
No, they were like surprised because the outfit don't fit with much with what they expect.
Yeah.
If you're working in an IT company, you're doing here, or you travel, or you even have money.
Yes.
Or you do some sport or have a passion. You look like you're just doing nothing, neglected.
And I mean, honestly though, as well, a lot of homeless people, like, I mean, were not born homeless. They also had maybe good life at some point, relationships, jobs too. Like, again, I think it's with people also, the expectations they have also sometimes come from not knowing things, not knowing enough of something. But that's interesting. So what made you shave and go back to looking more like regular human?
It was just my friend got a wedding.
Oh, okay. So the wedding made it. All right.
So I came across the celebration, so I could not afford it anymore just because of I show him a respect. So I shaved myself.
And you didn't grow your beard again?
From time to time, but it was like not half year anymore, like maximum like 1.5 months, something like this, which is still a very long one. But at this point, it was really nice experiment how the people react. Expectations are mixed with the reality, and it's like, hey, show me your life. Even I comes to again to homeless people. I really love to talk with them because when I run a project, I spoke as well with the homeless people and what's the story. And again, I didn't assume when homeless people are approaching me, like, because most of them will just say, "Can I have money?" I don't have this, path in my brain that I assume if you're homeless, you will ask for money. So people quite often, if they see another homeless people, they assume they will ask for money. Like if they have like 20 people and they ask for 20 homeless people for money, I will still again say, okay, how can I help you? And this 21st homeless person will say, oh, do you know what's the time? And I say, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't say in advance, like, no, I don't have money. I give you a chance. Same when I was running a project. I know they have some assumptions, but okay, I know this is the way as we are, but I will not assume as I'm running from the other side. I know that could be something different. So I
Yes.
still give you a like opportunity to express yourself, to tell what do you want. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think this kind of is, I guess, would make sense for the type of personality you have. Like, you're curious, and I guess you've seen enough people and cultures that also like just open, right? Open to any possibility. So I also have this, and I notice that people have the assumptions very often in their life about everything. I also tend to allow a person who stops me on the street to tell me what it is, because sometimes they might need different kind of help. Maybe they're feeling sick. It's good to stay open, because you might accidentally contribute to a really bad situation if you just make assumption and escape, right? It's true that most homeless people ask for money, but I will still stop. You should still stop and let them ask the question.
Yeah.
You can always say no, but it's just like, it's a human thing to do, to have enough respect to allow someone to express something, to give them space for it.
Yeah.
It's hard enough for them.
I know.
Yeah.
What's take a big part of it is subconscious.
Conscious. Yeah.
And then you need to get rid of all these subconscious things.
Yeah.
And go on a conscious level.
Make your own decision. Yes, to not react based on your natural feelings, but make a decision to actually stop and listen, because we have the power to do it,
Yeah. So I always give it a space. Yeah. I'm curious. I'm just curious. So
yeah, I would like to. I've never spoken to homeless people before, but I am genuinely curious what makes people's lives. What leads to people being in a position of homelessness? Because there can be so many different things. And yes, many times it is your bad decisions in life, like decisions that have led you to lose a lot of things. But also, did those decisions teach them something? What they would like to do now? Is there, maybe something you can help them with?
Yeah, tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
What was the story that you end up on the street?
Yeah.
What would you do differently if you have another chance?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do right now? How you feel? What you are going through right now? And it's also so many beautiful stories.
Yeah. Have you ever end up was there ever a point that any homeless person were you able to help them in some way, or was it just more like there was not much and they could only share?
Depends on the definition. If my definition's help is also sacrifice the time, then yes.
Yeah.
So even speaking is helping them, because if they need to release some story or some need to be listened, that also is a help.
Yeah.
Or I bought some regular grocery if I have a chance, or help them to find a way, or just did something for them, or share money. That some basic help. But
no, that makes sense. Is there still many homeless people in Poland?
Oh, it's difficult to be homeless in Poland.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's also already difficult winter with a -degree.
Yeah.
So they can move around the buildings, the abandoned buildings.
Yeah.
But it's not that much in comparison to US or India or or France, or even here in Spain. You can see sleeping bag on a street around city center. But in Polish cities, you don't quite often meet them. There they are, let's say, much less than the warmer countries.
Yeah. Okay.
When they can live outside. Maybe it's just they are more visible because they have better weather. But they, of course, they are. Yeah.
Because I know that some countries have like developed some way, to like the kind of help, or like there are shelters that really want to like those countries want to minimize the number of people on the streets. So technically, like I think in Australia would be one of those countries that if you are homeless, it's almost like you choose to be on the street because there are places you could go to for basic needs.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where Poland is when it comes to this kind of help, but I would hope that there is,
Yeah, there's a lot of shelters.
Okay.
A lot of places when you get a free soup, free hot meal. But not all of them want it. Because if you want to go to the shelters in place, the requirement is you have to stay sober with no drugs, with no alcohol, which they quite often are taking. So they quite often ask me for food. I used to do more to help them or give them money, but they are really, even the homeless people are really smart, let's say, in Poland, because what they are doing, if they sometimes buy them let's say some groceries, some milk, they see like you're doing a good thing, and I say I need a 3 milk, or they did ask for some more expensive things like 2 liters of Coca-Cola or whatever, and they resell it and take for alcohol.
They're doing a business, they're very, very advanced techniques.
So you say they collect it, and it's also a matter of number of the questions that they go again, and you see there's milk for like €1, €2, and then they will went up to another person and say, hey, I will send you for €0.50. So of course, someone sooner or later will buy it for half price, and they will have money for beer or for drugs. And also in a project, I met some homeless people. And I say, okay, I know him or her. She's making like 2,000 sometimes per day.
2,000
like
Polish
500,
currency?
yeah. So €500.
Yeah.
And she uses it for drugs. And I know, like, I'm trying to help, but I don't know, it's not a good idea sometimes.
Yeah.
So quite often I say, okay, if you know, I would like to help you, but there's a place when you get a free sleep and a free soup. When I started, they turn around and say, no, thank you. So they know that I will not give them, but they are aware about the places, but they don't want to go there.
Yeah.
And I say, okay, at least maybe some of them are not aware, and say, okay, here's the address I can share with you. No, thank you, I want money. And they turn around.
Yeah, it's the choice they make. Like, it looks like there is obviously something, if they want to, because those are addictions, drugs and alcohol, that's very difficult for them to stop, I imagine. So if they find a way to get those things, that's the choice they make over, the basic needs, that somehow they still satisfy those needs. They would choose to be homeless, and be able to then get the drugs they need, alcohol they need, they think they need. So
yeah. So then, still again, listening to the other perspective is also another small brick.
Yeah.
To understand all kind of humans, which I really love. And then again, you're leading to the place. It was the first question. What comes for you to build up this love? So understanding is a whole process. You need to take a lot of effort, hours, sacrifice, and also willing to understand, to analyze. And once I'm fully along with the definition of deterministic word.
What word?
Deterministic.
Oh, deterministic, yeah.
So more or less I always describe it as like one big pool, a field.
Yeah.
Like billiard.
Yeah.
When you can imagine.
I can imagine that.
That there's like big one with it like 10 kilometers on a 10 kilometers wide.
Yeah.
And there's like, say, million of balls on it.
Uh-huh.
And in one moment you give him then a vector. So the speed and a direction and every possible dimensions and data you need, and they start suddenly to move. If you have enough good computer which can compute everything, you will be able to known and to predict the final position of all balls at the end of everything, every data that you give it to the field.
Yes.
And their field, they will come across other ball. They will just hit them. They will change direction. Then will go another, and they will meet the ball number 13, which is already was hidden by some other balls. And because of this ball will go here and up here. And also exactly is like with a human's life, you can predict our
trajectory
lives, of our lives. Because if you came across this person, that will lead you to another person who will give you another direction. And if you have computer which could compute all these micro atoms possibilities, but in our life, the numbers of the input that you have to put, it's like trillions, billions of trillions of billions, infinite number of ingredients, like even some small things in Brazil, butterfly effect, could cause a big impact of your life. And because of small decision in Brazil, someone will decide some tree falls on someone, I don't know, house or whatever. Someone get bited by I don't know, dog, and this person will decide that we'll go on a trip. They will meet you in Canada, and then you admit together. Because of that, you change your life. And we are just taking the flow of life and hitting all these balls. And then you have outcome when more or less you don't know where you lit, but it's like kind of the term for you. So you can just enjoy your life and be happy that your road it's like you can enjoy your life with not as well fighting against what your road is, because you cannot change it.
Well, yeah. I mean, the way I see it is almost like you should introduce more balls to your life so you can bounce off them. Because, for me, one thing I started doing years ago is just saying more yes to things. So to opportunities, to meeting people, because you never know when those things will make impact in your life. And if you say no, if you choose to lead your life in a more predictable way and stick to the trajectory, which again, things can still happen around you. You have to adjust. But if you choose to say yes and go out and seek novelty, you have more chances to change the trajectory of your life to better. Oftentimes, obviously, you can change it to worse if you want.
But I mean, you still have no chance to change it.
No chance to change it.
Because you're the ball, you was hit it, and you think it's gonna be good to hit more, but it's meant to be to hit any other that is meant to be. So you have no free willings at all just to manipulate your trajectory, because it is based on your whole life experience time. And if your lifetime experience won't give you this curiosity to go for the other people, that is meant to be for you. So you don't have willings. You have to adapt yourself. You have to build up your features to have a willings to meet people. And if you don't have this from the beginning, that you won't go for it. So you still the trajectory is already given for you.
Okay.
So it's mean you push yourself and you have to build up these features, which means stubborn or anything else that lead you to pushing yourself. Because if you won't have these features, you will not obviously do this.
Yes, but you can develop, you can change as a person. So I feel like the trajectory of life, you could influence it if you are self-aware enough to make adjustments. Is this what you mean?
But to make a self-awareness, you have to build up your feature from the childhood.
That's
to
true.
become aware, to be curious, to go and ask and meet. So it still have to be given to you.
Yes, I guess
so. Do you have this all the features which give you to push yourself? You already, if have to be predetermined for you, it have to be given for you. You're still at the beginning point. In my point is like when you was born, like, and you are like teenager, like you have 16 years old, and who you are depend on who you was a year before, and a year before, and a year before. And going to the beginning point, you have no choice. What is going to be environment, parents, country, anything else, your features, your color of your eyes. They number one, they number two. In my opinion at least, at any point, you don't have your first aware decision. It's going to be based anywhere on your experience. So it's not aware decision, let's say.
You mean early in your years?
Like, yeah. At any point, when you just go deeply into this, as my perspective and my opinion is, as deep you go, all the evidence will show that your first aware decision when you're like 12 or 13, is it good or bad? You're pretty, let's say, developed to say this is good or bad. It's still based to judge this situation on your experience. So at any point, you don't have decision on your own because all decisions are based on your past. And when you go to any single days, microseconds of your life, atom seconds, it's based on a second before.
Right. So you think that the way we make decisions is predetermined by experiences in our life.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Because you and at any point of your life, you're thinking that you're making the best decision for your own.
Yes.
And these decisions are made on everything that your life gives you.
That's true. I mean, I think it's like the same experiences can shape two different people differently.
Yeah.
So I guess there is some level, like when I guess to me, self-awareness is one of the most powerful thing in the world, because when you're self-aware, when you reflect on yourself, you can make any changes in your life as a person. But there are people who, I don't know, the two different people, they both go through, like, let's say their parents get divorced, the poverty, but one of them develops more self-awareness and make different decisions than the other. So on one hand, I do agree that your life shapes you and kind of pushes you to make those decisions, but I also feel like there is some variable in people's lives that make them have more self-awareness have more power to steer their life and identity.
I would say in my opinion, it's artificial.
Artificial, really?
Because you're making these choices based on your behavior. If you have two kids, and one is totally different and other is totally different. So one is stubborn to change his life. So he already heritage this feature and other no.
Yep.
So that means this one, as it was given to him, this feature, which helps him to lead to other point, but he needs to have this feature, which other don't have. So it means it was like given for him. So they still don't have any variety or to change different paths. But this feature brings him to this another decision, which consequence is another one, another decision. So as you're going to the first day until the last day of your life, in my opinion, you're shaped for any day, previous day.
So this means that if we are trying to inspire or motivate people to let's say, get out of your comfort zone, this will only work on people who already have predetermined capability to accept this advice. For example.
I would say yeah.
Okay.
More or less. Some will never understand it. Some will be never impacted by this motivation. Some will have some kind of flexibility. Some have big flexibility. Same. Oh my God.
Some what?
Same as For example, for you, sun will make you tan. For other, won't make a tan. So one of us will tan make a like skin burn. Other no.
Mm-hmm.
But it's predetermined how it's going to be outcome on this external sources of.
Okay. I mean, this is true. Like for me, sun will always give me sunburn. I will actually not become much browner. So
yeah, so it's like predetermined.
Yeah.
What is going to be outcome of the sun? Some with the same with the some kind of motivation. Some have bigger or less smaller flexibility to be affected by these things.
Yeah, there's something to it. I feel like I like to believe that people have more power than they think they do. Like that there are less predetermined things. But what you're saying also makes sense, that it's sort of things have shaped us and we were born in a DNA of some kind, and I guess maybe what you're talking about is that like limited power of consciousness, like that awareness, that it is actually more predetermined. I don't know what the ratio is, but I like to believe that people can make the change. You know,
but again, if, at least in my opinion, the change, either you have to experience something to push yourself for a change.
Yes,
and all this experience is already given for you.
yeah. I mean,
to meet someone who changed your life. So you are fascinated to be the biologist. So at the age of 8, you meet someone who inspired you, and then if you won't meet that person, so you say like it's not your choice. Your life drive you to the place when you meet this, your feature, your curiosity to biology, your this. Leads you to the point when you become a biologist.
But like if I tell people, like let's say there is someone susceptible enough to this, I tell people, okay, tonight, go to a pool place and say hello to someone. And they do it and they'll meet a person who might change their life in that place. If they didn't listen to this podcast, they wouldn't do it themselves. Like it wouldn't be something written in their life. But I guess if they made this decision to listen to someone like me and go out without really naturally doing it themselves based on their traits, it means that they almost have that power to make any decision they want at any time and attract opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of how I see it. So I feel like I don't know if like that. It's not necessarily that I'm contradicting you, but I feel like people, you know, and not everything is as predetermined or written, you know, in people's lives.
That could be your perspective, but yeah, I fully accept it, and I fully but
diplomatic way to like fuck you.
no,
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
I could be totally wrong, but I'm really, as I said, like my brain is super scientist brain. Always I'm into mathematics and analyze the things. So I would say that this could be true, but what I've gone through, it's more like I'm thinking like every second of your life is.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good, because honestly, I don't think none of us is right. This is what we think, how the world works, like in our own brain.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like
this
one
is
big.
Yes, we cannot fully confirm that, I think.
One big unknown.
Exactly.
Our brains, one known neuron system.
Yes.
But then I would say like I'm thinking of finding a place when your first independent decision. And then again, I would say that first independent decision is based on whatever which is independent for you. So you say like it's still not independent, because if independence based on independent,
yes,
how you can say it's independent?
And I think even if you're let's say you're 100% right, like about that, I think it's just believing though in exactly this scenario could make some people think, okay, well, if everything is predetermined, it means I don't have to do anything. They'll just believe they could. I think it's like causes that effect of passiveness from people.
That's exactly, I know your point, because it's like quite often came across this conclusion, like you don't have to do nothing, is everything is predetermined for you.
Yeah.
But what is predetermined for you, you don't know what is it. So you still have this willingness to discover it because it's something for you, but you don't know what is going to be something for you.
Mm-hmm.
So still you live life like you don't know what's going to be.
Yes.
I went to my friend, and her father was really cool guy who's like really introverted. And at the end, he says, so everything is predetermined. You're accepting everything. So you can punch me in my face right now. I said, potentially, yes.
Yeah.
We spent like 4 hours talking. Like in total, I went to her family, and it was like Christmas. And it's like, he drink a little bit of wine. He get a little bit drunk. Normally, he not speak good with me. He's really smart guy. And he said, okay. So he was testing me. So you can punch me in the face. I say, it could be predetermined, but I believe it's not the term, because all of my moral system, my base, my history,
my love for people,
yeah, and love for people wouldn't lead me to the point when I will hit you, because I respect you. So he's okay, I understand. So then I can hit you.
He's like, well, my life is not predetermined. I choose to.
I can hit you in your face. I was like, I'm really surprised, because he's really developed guy with a high position. He's really gentle. He's really kind. Mm-hmm. And he was like, so I can hit you right now. Because there was like 6 of us, my friend, her sister, boyfriend of his sister, her mother, and him, her father, and me. So finally they go, and because they were exhausted, like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, I stay on with him, and my friend she was only listening our topics. I said, okay, he was drunk. I said, so I will hit you. I said, if that's your willings, I will accept it. But I believe you won't do this, but you won't be offended. I will take it if you want it. So he gets closer, and I can hit you right now, and you see this the term. I said, could be, yeah, but that must be the term, but I believe it's not the way it should be. It will be. So he gets closer, and he keeps repeating, and my friends get closer. Daddy, don't hit Michael. It's Christmas. I say, okay, it's like, okay, I like, say, it was funny. I think.
Yeah, maybe this guy was just waiting for an opportunity to hit someone without going to jail, and like found a guy who's just accepts everything, and like, but then someone stopped him.
I wouldn't be angry. I would say if I was, maybe just for a millisecond.
I mean, you almost gave him permission to do it. Like, it would be,
I said, like, I won't fight against what will happen. I said, okay, that is. So she finally took his father, like, hug him. I said, come on, stop, please. Of course. Like I said, of course, Katrin, I won't hit him. Mm-hmm. But obviously, if I will, you won't be angry, yes? I said,
he was testing your theory, I think he was trying to, like, really challenge your thinking, maybe, you know?
Like kids are testing how far they could go.
Exactly.
And say, okay, I won't fight. I was like a little bit at some point, like I was surprised, and said, okay, go for it, but I can take it. Yes.
Oh, I mean, that's the funny thing about life. It's the situation. You never know exactly what's going to happen. Like, even with this predetermined thing, you don't know. You don't have the knowledge what is predetermined. So go and find out. Like, just accept whatever is, right?
And also this will give you super healthy and happiness, because you're not fighting against anything. You break your legs, they cancel you, they don't let you go on a plane, someone rob you, good, bad things, you're not fighting against it. Something that you don't like, you just like, you're in a river like an observer, you're flowing with the river and just enjoying this ride. Still don't knowing what is going to be.
Yeah. This is a really, really good thought. Well, I really enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you very much. I enjoy as well.
Yeah. I mean, I thought of myself as someone who's pretty open But I think you're even like, if I'm like level 4, you're like level 7. Like, I don't know how many levels there are. So this is great for me to also open myself to more things, to be even kinder to people. No, not kinder. I am kind, but
Kinder
more tolerant of things.
Yeah, it's like more kind. It doesn't mean you're not kind. It's like, say, we have two people taller. It's like 2 meter and 2 meter 10 centimeters.
Yeah. I find myself down in a pretty good spot, but I also like having that self-improvement mindset. There are a few people, and that's the thing. I had one of my podcast guests.
Mm-hmm.
She's not yet released, but she, we disagree on some topics, but there is one trait I really like about her, and I strive to do something similar in that specific area. For example, like I like that she's a lot more concise with what she says, and I like that. I want to do that too. But with other person, I like how, I don't know. For example, you're more accepting towards anything that happens in life and have more tolerance and openness to any events, any situations. I like that too. Like, I'm already in a decent spot, but I want to improve that here, and kind of get inspired by different people, even if there's a lot of different things that you don't agree with them on. I think that's beautiful. So
development is like continuous process. You develop until the last day of your life.
Yes.
And you still could think like there's something more.
Yeah.
And more and more and more. And you look yourself probably in like 2-3 years lifetime, and you say how more developed I am was in the contribution to who I was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, you have a chance to look back and make like this true, like if you ever compare it with yourself from a lot earlier on in your life, So, well, thank you, Michael, whatever you call yourself. You're not like a kind of person who like is an influencer or anything like that, or do you? Do you like advertise your Instagram or anything like that?
Oh, if they will find a way, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to, because your profile is public, I noticed. If people, normally I don't like tell people, hey, because most of my guests are more private or like, but you have quite a lot of followers. So if you want me, I can put it like
sure. If someone want to contact me, if someone want to share time with me or sacrifice their time, they'll be around. I am happy.
You like people. You actually like meeting people.
If someone will find something valuable out of this and want to reach me, that's like super. I will be super happy, super proud.
Awesome.
If something that brings someone some positive value.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, it brought me some positive value.
Thank you very much for your time. Yeah.
Thank you, Michael. All right, and for anyone who's listening, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Buen día.
Buen día.
Bye.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.